And we're live. Hello. Got several things on the potentials to talk about. Nothing that I have to talk about. So we're going to start right away with Chevy's question in chat. I have confirmation on my audio and about to get SpeakerBot, I think. Hello, SpeakerBot. Are you there? I would have expected it to happen by now. I think it failed. Houston, we have a problem. I did the test. I did a test stream and it worked. It didn't even ring in my ears. So I'm going to try in chat an exclamation mark Y. Although it did
yes,
fail.
sir,
Yeah,
Bob.
there it is. It failed once during my test. Let's see.
Yes, affirmative.
Yeah, so it did come through to you as well. All right. Whatever. I think this bodes poorly for SpeakerBot. So if you put in something and if you put in a read chat or whatever, and you don't hear it, then do it again. Because, yeah. And the logs shows that my SpeakerBot programmed test went through. I don't know. I only work here. Pop out chat. Let's go have a look at Chevy's question. And so I think that, yeah, this is the first one. Robert was the first one this morning. And I think Isaiah's giving me his name this time because last week I stumbled on that. There's Darren Gilholm. Hello, Rick Lakes. Here's Chevy checking in. And John Williams, hello. He says a challenging week. Glad the weekend's here. Alice Jones, hello. And then here's Chevy's question. Said, hey, Doug, my volume D seems slow. Samsung Magician software latest 9.0.01. I am currently running the latest version of Magician. As far as I know, Magician has nothing to do with speeding up or slowing down your Samsung Drive. It can alert you to maybe a firmware update or maybe tell you about the health of it, but it is not required, as I understand, is not required to make the drive run faster. It seems kind of silly and stupid that a drive would need a driver in order to run at its proper speed. Yeah, so I don't bother with installing that. So then he gives us some more. The C drive is a 1.47 terabyte free of a 1.81 terabyte. The new volume D, that just means that the name of the drive, the name of the volume is new volume. He didn't give it a specific name. 653 gigabytes free out of 931 gigabytes. So what's that, maybe about 2/3 full? System storage, 2.73 terabytes. What is it? I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm not understanding that. The D drive is a 900, well, it's a 1 terabyte drive, right? System storage is that the name of another drive maybe? Yeah, I think that's the name of a 3 terabyte drive. It's just named system storage. Don't let that mislead us. His bootable drive is his C drive. This system storage, he didn't give us a drive letter for that. That might be a spinning drive at 3 terabytes. Actually, let's see. The only one that we know of would be the D drive. Is assumably, yeah, because, well, it's a Samsung. You can't run Samsung Magician on a non-Samsung drive, I don't think. Windows 11 Home 25H2 installed October 3rd, 2024. Installed RAM 64 gigabytes. Their RAM speed 2400. processor, 12th gen Intel i7 12700. My first, then graphics card, 128 megabytes. The thing that he didn't tell me here that I need to know, Chevy, why do you think it's slow? What is the symptom you're seeing that tells you it seems
Read
slow?
chat, please.
It's got to be very specific. Maybe you open File Explorer and it takes a while for it to open. That takes me to a different set of potential problems. Or if you're launching a particular program that you have stored on the D drive, it's slow to launch. Or you copy files from one folder to another. Or have you run actual speed tests using Crystal Disk Mark and the numbers are low? So you got to tell me, why do you say it seems slow? All right, that last read chat, please, is what? System storage is the total of all the drives, C plus D. Oh, okay.
Read chat, please.
Yes, takes a while for pictures to load. All right, so you're in File Explorer, you see a JPEG, and you double click on it, and it takes longer than you expect for it to load. So how about if the drive's actually slow? I just start with the first two things that come to my mind is actually go test it with the Crystal Disk Mark and see if it is getting the speeds that are appropriate for that drive. So there's only 2 drives. We'll go back and do the math on that. Let's go. I should have scrolled to the right place before putting this on screen. All right. I guess I was expecting it to jump out at me better. Oh, it's before the start of the show. Okay, there. It's 2 terabyte plus a 1 terabyte, 3 terabyte. Okay, I see. Um, 630. Oh, here he's showing us how much is free on these 2 numbers. Here he's showing how much is used. All right, let's go see what we got down here. 2 read chats. Chevy wants me to read previous. No, I opened drive D and it is slow to open. All right. Does it have that bar, that progress graph across the top of File Explorer that takes a while to launch? So you'll open D drives, then it's not how long it takes pictures to load. That was a little misstatement. If it takes the D drive in File Explorer a while to populate that window, that's a different description than opening a graphic file. How many pictures are being loaded at one time? So if you change your File Explorer to not show icons, but just to show file names, just to show details instead of icons, is that faster? And did I get a response about that graphic across the top? Takes a while for pictures to load. I think that's what takes a while for thumbnails to load. That's a different statement.
Read chat, please.
Okay, I do show icon. Yeah, so if you have your File Explorer set to display icons, then all of those files, File Explorer has to calculate the thumbnails for all of those files that you have in that particular folder. So if you create a folder that has just 3 or 4 pictures in it, and then close File Explorer and then reopen File Explorer where it's just at your main File Explorer without any picture showing, and then go straight to that folder. Or even just Windows
Read
key
chat,
R
please.
and paste the path for that pictures folder and press enter to go straight to a folder that only has a few pictures in it. Does that go fast? In which case it may be how many pictures you have in the folder that you're trying to open. Slow populating of a window from loading from a drive will say, working on it. I'm working here. Loading from a drive will say, working on it. The reason why I'm asking about that green graphic progress bar across the top because there are specific fixes for that. And that green graphic that goes across the top. I have a video that's actually titled for that symptom. I don't remember it having the words working on it. Yes, thumbnail. He says, okay, I got now. Thanks. Oh, so we got. He has no green bar. So yeah, the green bar is a symptom that can be dealt with. That's separate from the number of thumbnails that are trying to display in the folder. So I think, are you saying that you've got your solution? Or you've got enough to work with? Yeah, he's not having the green bar. The green bar is a place where they only sell healthy alcoholic drinks. Yeah, if there's any other questions in chat or stories that people have to tell, today is a great day for that, because all of the potential things I have lined up to talk about, I think are interesting to some people. I don't know how many people, but they're not things that I feel, oh man, I got to tell them about this one. All right. Does anybody disagree with me about Samsung Magician? Why? I mean, maybe use it to see if there's any firmware update you need to do for the drive, but having it launch every time you restart your computer, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. He says, I'm good to go. Brian says the green bar is behind the green door. Greg's cursor in Zoom is back. I checked in with Ken Stout this morning. I think what Jeff is saying here is that Greg's issue is resolved. Can anybody tell me what it was, what the solution was? If Greg Guy was here, he could talk about the Zoom update and his bloody mouse issue. Or does that mean his his cursor issue, his cursed issue in Zoom is back. All right, so I got some ideas
chat, please,
to suggest on that. Me and Jeff thinking alike. Phil just bought a new laptop with Windows 11 Home that needed PowerShell command manipulation to be able to access my NAS. All right, so Windows 11 Home. Yeah, I don't remember what the manipulation is that needs to access the NAS. Windows 11 Pro is better when you're trying as a server, as a pure server, but as a client. Yeah, so what was that command you had to use? It was, and it is back. So Ken's telling me that it was solved, but now the problem is back. Yeah, so how did it get solved, or did it just disappear and then came back? Because I do have some suggestions. I'm not saying I know the answer. I'm saying I have suggestions. Jeff says Samsung Magician has a feature to cache SATA SSDs, which speeds up some applications. Okay, so there he's given a reason for having it load every time. So I'm assuming that must be something at a software level that is doing caching outside of Windows capabilities for caching, speeds up some applications. So if you're using an application that can benefit from that, then great, use it. If you're not using an application that can benefit from that, then I think maybe not. Now, how do you know? Well, turn to
Read
AI
chat,
is my answer. There it was. Ken tell me to look at that. Oh, Carrie Holtzman's here. Hello, Carrie. Good to see you. So I'm sure you've heard what we've knowing so far about Greg's issue with the blinking cursor. And another thing about that blinking mouse prompt in Zoom, after last week's show, I said, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I know I've dealt with this before, but I can't so far for the life of me remember whether I just resolved it or who was having the problem. Or as far as I know, if Greg has been having this problem for a long time, I might be remembering it from back when Greg was previously describing it. I don't know. Doman says he agrees with me about the Samsung Magician. Only run it for firmware check update. So here, Carrie will be able to chime in on this question about Samsung. We've got two sides of the debate here, that Samsung Magician has a feature to cache SATA SSDs, which helps for some applications. And then Doman and me saying firmware checks. But now I made a copy of that part of this one to go ask in Gemini, if we get around to that. Let's see, there's that PowerShell command issue. Oh, here's Greg Guy. Morning, Doug, and all in chat. The blinking hourglass back as soon as I joined Zoom this morning. So Greg, it was gone for a while. Did you do anything to get it to be gone? Ugh. Only a Doug. Phrase it that way. You know what I mean. Brian, Greg's blinking hourglass only lasts for a few moments after joining Zoom. The drive activity light blinks just as fast while that is happening. Happens only in Zoom. All right. Greg, are you using a virtual background during that time? And if yes, then try the process without any virtual background, so your computer's not trying to do as much. The other thing is other programs you have open. If you have drive activity going on, it might be that Windows is offloading some of the content that you have in memory right now, offloading it to swap file to make more room available for the Zoom session. So after you're in the Zoom session for a while and that drive activity light's been blinking, your mouse pointer's been blinking, and then it stabilizes, that would make me think that there's some swap file activity going on to make more memory available for Zoom. And Greg, do you concur or confirm that it only lasts for a few minutes, or is it a few seconds, or does it continue on forever and ever? And so then that another possibility there would be to, before going into Zoom, do a fresh restart of your computer and only go into Zoom. Don't open anything else, and see if you have a different behavior. Oh, behave. All right, Doug, you got to stop that. Oh, Carrie retracted something. I adjusted the mouse speed and it went away, then returned today. Could that have been a coincidence when you adjusted the mouse speed and it went away? It's not affirmed that that's made the problem go away unless you can repeat that, meaning change the mouse speed, problem goes away. Change it back to what it was right away, and the symptom comes back. Then change it again, and the symptom goes away. And then change it back again, and the symptom comes back. You got to bounce back and forth a couple times before you can really say that changing the mouse speed fixed it temporarily, or as long as you have the mouse speed changed, because sometimes things happen by coincidence. You make a change and the symptom goes away and you want to say that solved it. No, not yet. You got to change it back. See, the symptom returns, change it back, symptom goes away, returns, goes away. I bounce back and forth 2 or 3 times. Carrie chiming in on Samsung Magician. Samsung Magician monitors the drive health at all times. And most of my work for my clients, they're not going to be watching that. I don't need that monitoring drive health. Proactive if you let it run, reactive if you choose to run it after you have a problem. User choice. Yeah, my user choice would be I want as little running. I load up my computers with so much stuff that I do want running that no, I don't want something that like that running in the background. I mean, if the drives have a reputation of going bad often, then yeah. If it's a rare thing for them to go bad, no, I don't want to monitor them all the time. And certainly not for my end users. Greg says it's blinking over 20 minutes now. Hey, Greg, can I connect remote to your computer and show it to everybody? You can go to the, if yes, all you got to do, I'll come over here, go to the description of today's video. Oops. Go to the description of any of my videos, but, well, any of my recent videos anyway. In the description area, come down here to Log Me and Rescue and just click on that. And it's going to ding on my computer. You don't have to come in on my Zoom. I could join Ken's Zoom if we want to get a verbal conversation with you. But if you don't mind letting us see that, let's. I don't know if it's going to show up through my remote connection, but I think it'd be interesting to try it. So when you click on that, it's going to start downloading. It'll take you to, well, I'll just show you what it does. I'll click on that. It's going to take you to do not click where it says download right here. Do not click that. Just wait. Just wait and watch in the upper right corner of your screen. There it goes. It does the download. When it finishes downloading, click on your downloads. There it's finished. So then click on that and that'll launch the remote session. I'll get a ding. Oh, there's 2 of them there. I wonder if one of those is you. Yeah, see over here on Baby Beast, there's 2 of them here that say connecting and waiting. And waiting, I right click and choose start. Now I'm going to take that off screen when I click on that because I don't know if it's actually a troll trying to come in. As far as I know, you might have already. Now, if that is Greg, then you just got a prompt on your screen offering to let me connect. Okay, so let's see. So Greg, if that's you, go ahead and open your, pull up your Zoom. That way I know it is you, because if it's someone else, oh, there it is. Yeah, so that's him. All right, I'm going to bring you up on screen now. Let's see, I should go look at chat and be sure you're not saying anything else specific. All right, so yeah. Let's see. You don't need to do anything else. I see your screen, Greg. Here, I'm going to move the mouse. You see me moving the mouse, so you know I'm connected. And then I'm going to bring that up on screen for everybody's. And then make it full screen. And then here's the Zoom session. So that's Ken Stout's Zoom session. And I'll show full meeting window. And there's, I gotta wonder if that's some kind of made up image. Oh, that's on Robert. See, Robert's frame is highlighted right now. That means he's talking. We can't hear him over my show because I'm not actually connected to Ken's Zoom session. So here I'm going to make it full. Here's Greg Guy actually. Give us a wave, Greg. He's over there on the left frame. Takes him a few seconds before he'll hear me say that. There's his wave. All right, so I'm not seeing the blinking cursor. Greg, can you move your mouse around and we're going to see if it's blinking. It's in the Zoom session. Now, I don't see it blinking over my remote connection. Greg, give me a thumbs down if it is blinking for you, thumbs up if it's not blinking. Whoops, where'd you go? Maybe he's going to do something to demonstrate the blinking. Oh, he's got it muted. So he's not hearing me. Okay, I'll go join Zoom, Ken's Zoom. This is going to get weird, everybody. I'm taking him off screen right now. And I got to remember how to connect to Ken's Zoom session. I'm not up to date on chat. So if there's something you're trying to warn me about, then you better do a read chat, please. I always got to think about where I go to. I go to Ken Stout's contact card to get his Zoom link. Because now by doing that, we'll be able to hear Greg and have a conversation. Now, if I paste that Zoom link in my browser and then choose Open Zoom Meetings, that should open Zoom and get me connected. Join from the Workplace app and then click Join. This might get really weird. I don't know. All right, I hear, yeah. Now I hear Ken's Zoom, but I don't think YouTube does yet. I gotta go. And turn that off. Okay. Okay, now they should be able to hear Zoom. So let's.
All right, I'll give it a test. Can I be heard?
No, we don't want to hear you.
We're good.
I'm gonna make another move over here.
Good.
Let's see.
Black screen.
Yeah, because this isn't. Oh, well, that's a little bit. It puts me on for my YouTube, but in Zoom you don't see me.
You knew there'd be problems. You connected to my Zoom. Goes with the territory.
Oh, now wait a minute. I'm not showing. I'm not showing Zoom over YouTube, I don't think.
No, it's a black screen on YouTube.
I should have my picture-in-picture in the lower left on YouTube.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I did monitor 3. Should be showing what I have on monitor 3. Let's try fixing that.
Read chat, please.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if, let me try this. Oh, okay. This will work.
Live and unrehearsed and not scripted. There
Right.
it is.
All right. I said it's gonna, I promised messy. Let's see, this is 2 by 3, 2 columns by 3. No, 3 columns by 2 rows. Okay, so turn that one on, turn that one off. Okay, so the people in Zoom are seeing what I'm broadcasting, which is all 6 frames of Zoom, but my YouTube show is showing only me in my frame. Okay, Greg, are you,
Yes.
so is your mouse pointer blinking for you at this point?
Not since you remoted in, it stopped.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay on Zoom and I'm going to disconnect from the remote and you tell us if that comes back. Hey, we're just hammering away trying things here. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to turn off the visual. I guess I could show on my YouTube what I'm doing. So here's in Log Me and Rescue. I'm just going to end the remote control session, but I'm still connected to Greg's computer. So Greg, did that make any difference?
No, it's still normal now.
Still normal? Okay. Yeah. Then I'm going to go disconnect the remote session and then find out, did that get you back to a blinking?
No, it's not blinking at this time.
It's not blinking. Okay, so now if you exit the Zoom session and come back in, is it your opinion that it's going to be blinking again?
I'm gonna
Yes.
bet 99%.
Yeah, let's try it.
I
All
was
right,
gonna suggest that as
disconnecting
well.
from Zoom.
Great minds think alike.
All right, well, then here's another one for you. For those of you who are watching, you too can participate in the Ken Stout Zoom sessions. They meet almost every night, and it's free.
Not almost.
It's not blinking at this time.
All right. So this is where I don't conclude something's fixed at this point. Who's sitting on the toilet with that big bug? Oh, that's Bill.
Oh, the bat?
A bat? That's not a bat, is it?
Is the AI the interpretation of a bat?
Crocodile Dundee flashes through my mind.
Huh.
That's not a bat.
All right.
So, Greg, what if you were to leave Zoom and reboot your system and come back? Would it come back then? Because you shut your machine off every night, right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
when you turn it back on of a morning, that's when you have the issues.
That's correct.
Oh, sorry. I'll let Doug do the diagnostic.
No, I
questioning.
like
Go
that.
ahead, Doug.
I like that. Go ahead and try it.
Exit Zoom and restart, correct?
Yeah. Exit Zoom, restart the computer, come back to Zoom. Let's find out.
Okay, see you in a minute.
All right.
Somebody locked the room now, so he can't come back in.
All right. So I'm seeing a weird thing on my YouTube. I'm going to bring it up on screen here and pause the video. Down here it says 5 waiting. It's like the show's not started yet. It's not supposed to say how many
Isn't
people.
that your pop out chat, Doug?
No, this is the actual live stream page. It's
That's
not.
actual live.
Yeah, this is where the video's playing. The chat's over here on the right. This is down in the description area.
Read chat, please.
And normally it would say 5 people waiting before the show starts.
Right.
I'm going to try refreshing this.
I showed 20 watching on my end.
Oh, this
It'll
should
say 29. Reload the page.
when I refresh the page, it's showing 45 watching, then change to 44 and then 42. We're losing by the longer Ken Stout talks. I'm losing.
Yeah, I'm glad I could do my job.
That last read chat was Wintermute saying reload the page. Yeah. Well, that done did it.
There it is.
It's back. Okay.
Yes.
So try joining my remote session again. Let's see if we can get it showing while I'm connected remote, or does that kick your computer's butt good enough to fix it? So Ken, when you said not almost every night, or are you saying it's less than that, or are you saying it is every night?
We thought we've had it fixed several times, but every time he leaves and comes back, and then I remember that's why I said he reboots when he shuts his machine down and starts it back up. That's when it comes back. So we've tried everything under the sun to fix this.
Yeah, that wasn't my question.
Oh, what was your question? I'm sorry.
I was
referencing
when I was promoting your almost every night Zoom session, and you said not almost every night. I was questioning.
Oh no, it's every night.
It is every
7
night.
week.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Yeah.
So then here's Greg should have a prompt now to click on to allow me to see. Okay, I'll make that full screen, and I'll come over to his Zoom, maximize that, and we're getting the picture-in-picture because of something. Is it blinking now for you, Greg?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So my remote connection does not temporarily make it go away.
Did the first time, but that was it.
Yeah. So I'd have to say that was coincidental. Now what is causing that infinite mirror? Because let's see, if I go back to Zoom here, that cleans everything up. It is because in my frame, we're seeing what I'm broadcasting. Yeah, that's what's going on. If you look at the very top row, my frame has got all of that because I'm showing what I'm broadcasting, and I'm broadcasting a frame that includes what I'm broadcasting. Yeah, all right, such a Doug. All right, so my remote connection did not clear it up. So something else is coincidentally clearing it up. And my guess is that it has to do with how an amount of time. Now, if I turn off my, how could I do that? Oh, if I turn off my video. Oh yeah, also the thing is that you have you're in speaker view. And it is still blinking for you.
Yes.
Let's change to gallery view. Where does that happen now?
Up here.
Yeah, go ahead and change to gallery view. Great, thank you. And you're still seeing the blinking. Okay, so then I'm gonna bring that down to medium and press the Windows key to get your taskbar, right click Task Manager and Performance. I want, okay, CPU in the mid 20s, down below 20, memory. I mean, that's not horribly taxing. We're sorted in CPU, so looking at the things that are taking up CPU resources. Look at memory. Now is it okay? I'll tab to get back to Zoom. Is it still blinking?
I've got the white hand now.
So no, it's not blinking anymore.
If I move off a picture to the right where it's black,
Yeah.
it's blinking.
Oh, I see it blinking. I think, well, I see an hourglass blinking. I don't see the mouse pointer.
Yeah, the mouse pointer has not blinked at all.
Oh,
Hourglass.
it's just the hourglass.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that's a wait indicator. For some reason, your computer is busy doing something else, and it's it's letting us know that there is some delay about something.
There's no applications running in the background.
Okay.
I checked.
Now, if I minimize Zoom, I see the hourglass still blinking, but it's not a real regular blinking, right? Is that hourglass synchronized with the hard drive light on your computer?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So we're seeing 0 disk activity. And when I sort in descending order for the disk, we do see System at the top in Firefox. And Firefox is kind of high on memory. How can we close Firefox?
Let me.
I'll hit. Here, I got the Windows button, and we'll just right click down here on Firefox and close window. Your Zoom session, you actually have Zoom installed. Yeah, you do. All right.
Yes.
So closing Firefox.
And it's the latest version.
All right. But I see that the hourglass still blinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
So
I may,
then,
Greg and Doug,
yeah.
Greg, when you reverted back to an older version, did it stay away or did it come back like this does here?
Honestly, I can't remember.
All right, just wondered.
Yeah.
I think it stayed the same.
Let's
I
get.
couldn't remember either. That's why I asked.
I want to get to performance. What's it called? Performance monitor.
Yeah,
why
that should be on
am I not seeing it?
the start button menu, because I used it before. Up at the top.
Oh, you have some kind of third-party shell.
Yeah, if you just go down to search and type PRF, it should jump to it.
Oh.
Right below there. Yeah. Just
That
type
one?
in PRF. PERF.
Yeah, this is a different layout than I'm accustomed to, probably because of your shell. I'm gonna. How about the shell program itself? If you were to disable it, restart your computer so that you have the normal Windows interface and see if the symptom's still there. I'm not saying a third-party shell is always the trouble, but it's certainly something worth looking at. Because one of the things that I was going to suggest is what is different about your computer? What is different than standard? And, well, using a third-party shell for your start menu system is something. Again, I'm not automatically condemning that. I'm just saying that's something that can be tested. So, and you have 25H2 Windows 11. What I'm looking for is to see the closer details about what's going on with the hard drive, since it is synchronized to your hard drive. So I want to see. All right, I gotta look at Big Beast to see where this is at. Did they take it away? All right, so I'm punching through Task Manager here. Am I totally zoning? There was an extra option in here to resource monitor. I was calling it performance monitor, but I'm not seeing what I was expecting to see. Resource monitor. Let's go this way. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Not performance monitor, resource monitor. This gives us more detail. Okay, so now I'm going to go try that on Greg. Here's Windows key and then resource. Oops. Click in the search field. Resource monitor. That's what I want. So here's disk activity. We can see what the drive is actually doing. 1% highest time. So there's the read activity, write activity, and total. So I typically go to the total activity and sort in descending order so I can see what is doing a lot of activity. Acrobat. This is Acrobat stuff in the background. You don't have any Acrobat products actually actively open right now.
No, but I've got the reader installed.
Yeah. Look at that. 10 megabytes per second. Activity. We see that number changing like crazy.
Yeah.
With Acrobat.
You want me to uninstall Acrobat Reader?
I'm more interested in just stopping it from launching. So I'm going back to Task Manager.
It's not in the startup.
It's not in the startup folder?
No,
All right, so that means it's running as a service perhaps.
like
Oh.
it's checking for updates.
Oh, it can't be doing that so much. Service says, not service. So I did Windows key R and then services.msc. And here's an Acrobat update. Let's,
Can we
there's,
disable that?
yeah, we can just stop it. Disabling it means it won't launch next time you restart it, but we can stop it to just say stop that. So this status column no longer says running. Let's see if that made a difference in resource monitor. So we're still sorted by that total column. We don't see any Acrobat stuff anymore. So, and that I saw the word cloud in there. So is it the actual full Adobe Acrobat, like professional or standard?
No, it's just the free reader.
The reader?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now, but to prevent that, if you wind up having to restart for us to really test that, we need to disable this. So I'm going back in here and change it from automatic to disabled. So this saves you from having to uninstall it for troubleshooting purposes. And then I'll just minimize that in case we want to come back to it, and then bring Zoom back up. And now I've got the mouse outside of Zoom and it's got that blinking hourglass still. You see that too, Greg?
Yes.
All right. Now I come over Zoom, we get the hand.
Read chat, please.
Yes.
So the blinking is only when you're outside of Zoom. Is that the way the symptom has been consistently?
Yeah. Once I join Zoom and it starts blinking,
Wh-
even if I close Zoom and go into Firefox, YouTube, it's still there.
But only blinking when you don't have your mouse over the Zoom window, right?
Or if I hover over any text, it stops.
If you hover over
I go
any,
into YouTube and
Oh.
go into a video and put my mouse pointer on some chat text, it stops. As soon
okay,
as I move out, it comes back.
okay. I'm looking for that last read chat. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, so here, let me just show this bit. I open Notepad and there's no blinking hourglass. If I move away from Notepad, the blinking hourglass is back. So, and I'm guessing that would happen anytime you're active on a when you got the mouse over a window that, well, from what you said, has text capability. Or, but actually Zoom is the same thing, the same idea. You get your mouse over the Zoom window that is active, but there's nothing textual there now. There's nothing that you could type there. There's an hourglass over Zoom, but it's not blinking.
Blinking on my end.
I saw a couple blinks. Yeah. Saw a couple blinks. Okay, I gotta go. I owe somebody a read chat. I didn't spot it when I was looking over here, so I'm going to do an exclamation mark C find.
Well, Wintermute had us adjust the size of the page file. He said it was too small.
Oh, yeah, that fits with what I was describing earlier as a potential. So we'll go take a look at that in a moment. Am I on the right chat? Somebody did a read chat recently. Or was it Zavi Minor and he retracted it? Page file should be left for Windows to manage. From Greg M. Whoever did that read chat a while ago, if it's there somewhere, you're going to have to bring my attention to it again somehow because I'm not seeing it.
That's a big 10-4.
Zvi Minor. Yeah, he confirms that he retracted that. Okay. So then let's go look at the page file size. So I'm hitting the Windows key, clicking in your search field, and advanced system properties, advanced, and advanced performance settings. And then that's performance options, and then virtual memory, 4980 for all drives. It says, and it is set on custom size. Yeah. And the amount of memory you have back in the old days anyway, were
Got 32 gigs.
32 gigs.
Yep. G skill.
Yeah. So, and you've got only 5 gigs of fixed swap file. So what I'd like to do is change that to system manage and let Windows take care of it. You'll have to restart the computer and
Yeah,
see if
that's what it was set on before we changed it.
Oh, you guys changed it intentionally. All right.
Yeah.
For the purpose of troubleshooting this issue.
Right.
All right. Can we go ahead and change it back and validate that the problem is still there?
I'm sure it's going to still be there because that's
All
what
right.
the default install of Windows 11 put it at.
All right. Oh, no, I want to go back here to, here's automatically managed paging file size. Now when we take off that check mark, then you can choose one of these. I don't know if there's any difference between this check mark up here or removing that check mark and having system managed selected. But if we change to custom and do this check box, that should change it to system manage, I would expect. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it just, apparently that just totally negates all of this stuff down here. But when we restart and come back in here, we'll check to see what it is allocating. Require you restart your computer.
Read chat, please.
Yeah.
Rand says the first check mark also chooses which drive to use. The other is per drive setting. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go back and show that. Let's see. System manager is showing the C drive. If you take that off, yeah, you can do these settings for each drive independently. So the D drive has no paging file.
Mainly for storage.
All right, long-term storage, not really. You don't actually run programs from there.
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close your Zoom session, and then I'll click the restart button, okay?
All right.
And
You're the boss.
this is going to automatically restore the remote connection because this time we're not disconnecting that first. But you'll have to join the Zoom, or yeah, I don't know where you have that set, so you'll do that. All right.
There's an icon on my desktop.
All right. So close the rest of that down. Don't actually have to do that. I could just choose restart now. All right, so that's restarting. All right. Who else do we have over there in Zoom? Ken, Bill Dawson, Rich, and Robert in the bottom right corner with a Greg Guy photo. I wonder if that's an AI created. Ken just unmuted himself. Are you going to respond
Are
to
you
that?
asking if Robert's photo is AI?
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
it is.
So's mine.
So is yours. Oh, I have that. I actually
Yeah, I
have.
know. I had him send it to you.
You had him send it to me. I see.
There was some debate on whether we should or not. So I said, yeah, send it to the old man. I mean, to Dougie.
Read chat, please.
Yeah, I actually had that lined up to show last week, and never got around to it. Yeah, so here it is on my computer, so it shows a little more full screen. Yeah, AI generated. All right, so I heard Greg come back into Zoom, and I'll go back over to Baby Beast and click Remote Control Session. So I'm moving the mouse off of Zoom to see if we get a blinking wait.
Yes, it's back.
Yeah. Well, I saw it right now. I'm seeing the hourglass. Well, it stayed solid for a bit.
It's blinking real fast.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It's not, but it is synchronized to your hard drive light, to your drive activity light.
Yep, it's blinking.
So back to gotta click in the search field. So it's my, well, how long has this been going on, Greg?
Close to 3 weeks.
All right. Did you have this problem sometime in the past?
No,
Because I know I've encountered this before, and I don't remember if we got it fixed in that experience or not. And I don't remember who was having the trouble. So now we have Firefox profiles. You do have Firefox open. Do you actually, when you do the link from your desktop, that actually goes through Firefox?
I believe so, because it's got a Firefox icon.
Yeah. All right. And then once you go there, you get to join from the Workplace app, and that's what you selected. So that opens.
No, it automatically opens up. I don't have to click on anything.
Oh, all right. And let's see if you actually have, I'm trying to use techniques that I'm used to with the normal Windows. There's Zoom Workplace. And this did actually open in Zoom Workplace. We can close Firefox without losing Zoom. Now let's see what else is going on down here. What's all this? Temperatures.
That's just my temperatures. There's not. NVIDIA automatically launches. I don't know why. I just usually exit out of it.
Okay, temperatures for your different cores. So you don't have a lot of apps running in the background.
No.
Not at all. Processes with disk activity. So this down here is showing individual disk activity. And this is the actual processes or programs that have activity. And we can also sort, this is already sorted in descending order by the total column. Image. Let's right click, that doesn't give me more details. And I collapsed this section. This is, Greg, do you see the same thing here where the word disk is a little bit higher than the rest of these tabs?
It looks like it, yeah.
That's weird. It's feeling like to me like it's a side effect of the shell. Everything here looks different to me. I'm assuming because of the shell. Sort these in descending order again.
We can uninstall the open shell if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm really liking, because that's the thing that's actually really different about your system. All right, certainly you know how to reinstall it.
Yep.
All right, so I'm doing Windows key R appwiz.cpl.
Called open shell.
All right. Now
we can't just disable it.
that
was just a question.
Probably, because it's either in your startup or a service. So if we come over here to your startup programs, the speedometer looking thing, start menu. So it's not called open shell here.
Yeah, that's it.
And disable that. And let's go back to the start menu and see if we can just end task on it and get a result there. There's start. Let's sort by name so these things stop jumping around on us. It's not in the app section. It's a background process, most likely.
There it is.
Open shell menu. End task. Now, did that actually? No, we're still seeing.
Doug,
Yeah.
did you want to just get out of the shell so it goes back to the regular menu?
Yeah, we're just trying to
Regular
get back to the regular Windows interface.
Well, just exit out of Greg can exit out of it right clicking on the start button.
On the start button?
Yeah, you right click on it, go up to exit.
Yeah, right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Or somebody could do it.
Now, if this gives us a positive result, meaning the symptom's gone, then that tells us that it is related to that. If this does not affect it, that does not truly clear that start menu as a suspect, because it is still loaded in memory and can be returned on, most likely, I suspect. I don't see an hourglass.
I don't either.
All right.
You exit out of Zoom and try it again.
I think exit out of Zoom, restart the computer to get a most complete, because we have, I'm just double checking that we've got it disabled. So yeah, restart the computer and then come back in and let's see if the problem's gone. All right.
Okay, see you in a minute.
You have the controls. Thank you. All right. And that would support my theory. When you've gone through all the troubleshooting stuff, all the possible solutions that your Google searches or AI responses guide you to, then you got to ask, well, what's different about this computer? What's unusual about it? And that shell would certainly qualify as something that is different than standard. All right. Is there anything I need to catch up with in chat?
Well, now that Greg can't hear us, Doug, you should really recommend the nuke and pave theory and see how he reacts to that.
Oh, really?
But according to this, the OpenShell has the hourglass issue on after recent updates.
Oh, where did you find that? Can you put a link to that in chat?
Let me share my screen. See it?
Let's see. Okay. There. OpenShell classic shell issues involving persistent hourglass loading cursor. Persistent hourglass loading. Yeah, okay. Often stem from incompatibility with recent Windows 10, 11 updates, conflicts with third-party shell extensions, or failures in the Windows Explorer process. Causes the start menu to hang, crash, or freeze. Yeah. That's sounds likely. Or supportive to this theory.
It's back after a few seconds.
Okay, I've got you on screen now and moving the mouse off to the side, and there I see the hourglass blinking on and off. Press the
And I noticed when I rebooted, it's back.
Oh, but the shell is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was not a valid test. We did not successfully prevent it from relaunching.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of water. Be back in a second.
All right. Well, that's so that did not prove anything one way or the other, since we did not successfully keep it away. There's OpenShell menu. Whoops, I need to get to the startup apps. That shows disabled there.
They say that's possible solutions.
Read chat, please.
I don't think that's going to really compare to this case.
I'm sorry, say that.
When the install of OpenShell was done, does it make a registry entry to always start?
I suspect that might be the case, or it could be a system service. That part in your startup apps for startmenu.exe, that may be a component of it, but not the entire thing. Doman.
Where is it?
Say what, Rich?
Oh,
Were you saying something, Rich?
Well, the program itself is in the add remove programs, or whatever they call it now.
Well, certainly, yeah. I think that's the next thing to do, Greg, is to uninstall the program.
Well, that would be my thing.
And now, is that a palatable solution? I mean, if you have to go without that menu system in order to stop that nuisance, what do you want to live without? Do you want to live without the nuisance of the blinking, or live without the nuisance of the start menu? That was really weirdly worded. Such a Doug. Okay. Oh, and Doman 2000 is saying check for possible OpenShell menu update. Saying the latest version is 4.4.196. So we want to see what Greg has. Tim Cruz says, I miss you doing weekly shows. I'm doing weekly shows, Tim. I don't know what you mean by missing that. I don't think that's what he meant to say. When to mute, open the OpenShell menu settings, go to the general behavior tab, uncheck start Atom automatically for this user. All right, that's good. That's good. So we'll go that. OpenShell menu settings.
Read chat, please.
Just
settings. Start automatically for this user.
probably under
Let's
general
see.
behavior.
Did he say? Yeah, that's what he said. General behavior.
Go to your right.
There it goes.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Yeah, uncheck that first box.
there. Now, for that, we could probably just log out the user rather than restart the computer, but I favor restarting the computer to really get full test of it. Your computer doesn't take long to restart.
No.
All right, go ahead, please, Greg, and do that. I'm going to take you off screen.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
So those of us that are familiar with Animal House, toga, we need to change it to nuke and pave, nuke and pave. Sorry.
In fact, that's the ultimate answer they give.
Well, I did. I did.
Delete it and reinstall it.
Well, that's not a
Yeah,
nuke
we know
and
Greg's
pave.
answer.
Delete and reinstall is not the same as nuke and pave. Nuke and pave is wipe and reload the entire operating system, in my mind. Phil Stodd, see if changing the mouse pointer to an alternate pointer changes the symptom. They've already been through that. And Tim clarifies he meant daily shows is what he missed. Jim, behind in DVR, I can see that I don't run enough crap on my system to have these problems. That's right. You need more crap, Jim. That sounds like the name of a song. I need more crap in my life. Doman spotted somewhere that he's using a pre-release 4.4.197. So he's actually using a newer release.
Read chat, please.
It is the latest version of OpenShell 196. How come in is PC version 4.4.147? Sevilla is saying that we have a much older. That says 197. Sevilla.
It's up. It's back.
Okay.
But OpenShell did not appear on the start menu.
Right.
It's a standard Windows 11.
OpenShell's not back. And there's the hourglass. When I move the mouse away from Zoom. And hourglass on, off,
Read chat,
on,
please.
off, on. Yeah, okay. That's still back. So now that didn't uninstall OpenShell. So we did not get a positive result. That does not totally clear OpenShell because it just didn't load it for the user. It has to be present somehow to even know that it is been told to not load for the user. So that does not eliminate uninstalling it as a next step. Now we have some controversy over the version. So Zavi clarified, he's asking, why does the computer have 197? And somebody else already said it's a pre-release version. So did you intentionally install a pre-release version, Greg?
No, once or twice a week, I click on check for updates and it says nothing available.
Yeah, so if you're a seeker, it might be that you got the pre-release version because you're asking for the latest and greatest. Now, if I go into the start menu, you should be able to find that program. And you've got a little different setup on your start menu. Where's the all apps? Oh, I remember. No, that's right. Windows changed that. View by category. If I change that to list, there we go. And that thing is called Start or OpenShell. Yeah, OpenShell. So if I come here and I want to go see before we uninstall it, I want to go see the version number. There's the version number 4.4.197. 0.197, and we've been told that the official current version is 0.196. Class settings for Classics Explorer. OpenShell would be what we would search for. The most stable 1.196.
Read chat, please.
That seems to confirm that 197 is beyond, and I'm deducing that you got that by virtue of clicking to check for updates. Domain gives us a GitHub link for it. GitHub is awash with AI sloppy code. Sam Lazar, OpenShell is the modern replacement for Classic Shell.
Yeah.
So Classic Shell is the old name for the third party? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do I have your permission to uninstall it?
Sure.
Now, I have I feel like I'd like to use
Read chat, please.
Revo.
Yeah, because I have the Pro Portable that I can copy over to your computer.
Sure, go ahead.
So I'm going to File Manager.
I'll click OK on that. There you
Oh,
go.
I didn't even see that. All right, then I go to my alternate boot drive on this computer, which is where I have that stored. It's a Windows 11 Pro Problem Child is the name of that drive. Because when you have problems, sometimes nuke and pave is the way to go. That's essentially what I did. And then
I don't really want to go through all that.
I don't think you need to. Revo uninstaller Pro Portable.
And no other errors, no update errors, nothing. Everything seems to work fine.
All right. Yeah, I didn't. Let's see. I think you probably have a. Do you have a prompt there? Let's see. No, I don't see any. Did that not run? Transfer, copy. There it goes. Now this dialog window over here shows that I'm transferring a file to you. I can use a send a file button here on Greg's side, or use this send a file button over here on my side to just send a single file. But if I want to send a whole folder, it's a whole lot easier to use File Manager, because I can just copy an entire folder in LogMeIn Rescue's File Manager. Yeah, Jim's chomping at the bit to try OpenShell after seeing this. Not.
Not.
All right. think on Greg's side, it shows a progress graph for each individual file. So it doesn't give any idea how much longer it's going to take. But on File Manager, it does give me an idea how far along the progress is for the total folder. All right, that completed it.
It's done.
Okay, and then I'm moving keyboard and mice around here so that I can face Big Beast instead of Little Beast. I got the screen enlarged over here. I habitually store things in SW setup, which is specifically originally a HP folder name, but I kind of adopted it as my own. Revo Uninstaller Pro Portable. This is a paid product. There's a download here. I have been downloading this each time that I've been doing it. It doesn't take long, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I haven't downloaded to my source location yet. So there's that update is complete, and then I have to launch it again. All right. I just yesterday, and now Greg, don't get nervous with me check marking a bunch of things, but just yesterday I had a computer that I needed to uninstall a few programs. So I selected the ones I wanted to install and then choose this quick uninstall. A little bit later in the process, I tell it to do a deep search. So I don't have to go through installing things one at a time. Find that very convenient. Then open shell. And that's the only thing in here related to that. Yeah. Now, when I'm only selecting one item, the button up here is different. It just says uninstall. If I have multiple buttons selected, it changes that button to quick uninstall if I have multiple apps. So at one point, when I first discovered that, I had to go check and see, is that less thorough than uninstall? No, it's not. Quick install just means I don't have to do each of them individually. So here's uninstall, and then I don't always do a full registry backup. We'll go ahead and do that just to demonstrate it's not a big deal. Automatically delete all found leftovers, which means we don't have to click individually for them. And then continue. It's creating the restore point. I haven't paid attention to see if the full registry backup shows up at the same time. Restore point done. Okay, then here, are you sure you want to install this program? It's giving me this pop-up window, and so at the moment, I'm not sure if I can click this button to the right. I like using this one on the right. It does more thorough scanning. By default, it's selected on this moderate, includes safe mode, and includes the safe mode of the uninstall, and performs an extended scan to find all of the application's leftover information in the most common places of the registry and on the hard drive. Let me see. Yeah, it does let me select that now. Advanced includes the moderate mode, so everything that was in this moderate mode, and performs a deep and thorough scan to find all of the application's leftover information in the registry and on the hard drive. This is the slowest mode. Now, we're not actually clicking scan yet. This is first going to use the program's native uninstaller.
Right.
This window is superimposed over the window behind it. So we want to go through that before doing the scan. I don't know if it'll even let you incorrectly click on the scan button before doing that. Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah, we're going to let it automatically. This window is coming from OpenShell's native uninstall application. And we're not going to reboot. If it tells us that we need to reboot to complete, we're going to say do that later, because we want to give Revo Uninstaller a chance to scan. If we reboot first, we lose that opportunity to have Revo Uninstaller performance scan. Setup was unable to automatically close all requested applications. Please ensure that the applications holding files in use are closed before continuing with the installation. So that's telling us that OpenShell is not closed, even though it is not, that menu system is not launched for the user. So now this message is that there from the native uninstaller program? The setup. Yeah, that had to be the native uninstalling program. Unable to automatically close all requested applications. Please ensure the applications holding the files in use, implying some other application holding it in use. Here's a progress graph in the background. I was just contemplating trying to end task on something, but we shouldn't have to do that. Can you see if open is still in this list? No. Shell host is. Greg, do you know if that's actually from OpenHost?
I'm not sure.
No, no.
It's in System 32 shell host, so that doesn't identify it as part of OpenShell. Properties for shell host. That date, it's not long ago. Might associate it. We shouldn't have to do that. By doing the deep scan of Revo, that should take care of whatever's
Read chat,
not
please.
happening right there. That last read chat is a Windows component from Ryan Israel. Thank you. All right. So the native uninstall is finished. I'm using Alt-Tab to be sure there's no other windows still open regarding that uninstall. There is not. So there's one additional check mark I'm going to do here, scan all Windows accounts for leftovers. So if there are other user accounts.
Now there's only one.
Yeah, my routine is to select that. A lot of times I do have other accounts on a computer among my clients. And there's, you've uninstalled OpenShell. There were 11 registry keys that found, leftover registry values, 71. No folders or files found. And we could see details if we cared to get really geeky about it. All right. Here's Jim in Zoom.
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah. All right. I always love doing a
I'm
remote.
not sure if my audio is going over or not, so I'm muted.
All right. Okay, so let's see. I'm on Greg's computer. We got that uninstalled. And checking now, the hourglass thing is still happening. And I'll just go straight to the Windows button. I'm just going to go ahead and choose restart here without even exiting you from Zoom. I think that'll do the whole shebang in one shot. All right, see you a little bit later, Greg.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Well, hey, I just got to thinking, man, I hope I didn't just click restart on Big Beast.
Oops, there goes Zoom. Doggone it. YouTube can't hear us, can they?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Now you tell me. Oh, thanks. That's just like my
Where were
night
you the whole
show.
time? Where you been?
I'm multitasking.
Yeah.
Now
I'm trying to keep up with Bill Stott. We're going for that points deal.
points deal. I don't know what you mean by that.
The I points deal, the X points deal. There's all kind of points.
You're better off not knowing. Trust me.
Yeah, really.
All right.
There's a quote in there somewhere.
Oh, is it the YouTube points?
The XP and your points. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So there's Greg's computer showing 14 seconds up. So I mean, it has restarted. And well, if we do see him typing in his password, we won't be able to see what it is. Yeah, why? Oh, wrong mouse. All right. And we should see him reconnect to Ken's Zoom. What'd you have for lunch, Jim?
Yeah, basically shaved ham and Swiss cheese sandwich.
Sounds good.
There's a tavern down the road that we go to, and they have this nice little grilled, it's basically a glorified ham grilled sandwich, and it's shaved ham and cheese of your choice.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'm starting to think about lunch, I suppose. So here's switching over to Greg's computer.
It's back.
It's back. Okay, so that did prove something, though. That proved that shell is not the culprit because it's completely uninstalled. Now, you have other things, though, that are outside of native Windows. And
I was watching the whole thing when all the
yeah
moving was going around. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that?
Right.
What is that? What is that?
So, but it is quite feasible that we could uninstall all of those and still have the problem, because that is all just throwing darts at a board based upon what looks out of normal. Now, you said that this started a few weeks ago, right, Greg?
Yeah.
All right. So a few weeks ago, do you know in relation to the latest Windows update when it was? Was it around that same time?
Probably 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago would have been like February 1st, because today's the 21st. So
Right.
3 times 7, that would be in February 1st. That's not a Windows update. And you said you're at 25H2. Now, I just got Big Beast and Baby Beast updated to 25H2 yesterday, not by my initiation. Microsoft pushed it to those computers, and it worked. Previously, they had both tried, and they failed. And this laptop sitting over here gave me a weird message this morning, just about half an hour before showtime. I took a picture of related to 25H2, but I've never seen that particular message. So there are updates that happen outside of the second Tuesday. Let's get back to Greg's computer and go look at update history. Now, then a person could be saying, well, all these other computers got updates. Why would that be a problem? Well, when you're using products that are outside the normal, what Microsoft is expecting you to be used, the updates of Microsoft are not tested against everything.
If you feel it'll help, you can delete the Adobe Acrobat Reader.
All right. Now, well, that takes us back to the issue about seeing what's going on with your hard drive activity. And we have not gone back to look at your swap file size. So we got a few things on the plate.
The update KB 57077-181 was on the 1st of this month.
On the 1st. All right. So
At least that's when I got it.
Oh, that it was on the 1st of the month for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is pretty much as if it says an update, it gets done almost automatically.
Okay, so automatically managed. Previously, Greg was set for around this 4980 as a static size, so it was set for the recommended. That's not what's currently allocated.
Yeah,
Windows
Brian said it was too low.
Because of what was currently allocated, so you forced it up
Right.
to 4980.
Right.
All right. Well, I can concur with that as a something to try. Now that the D drive has no paging file, what symptom that could have happen is if the computer is trying to access something from the D drive, it cannot use any swap file for that whatsoever. So anything that tries to come in from the D drive is going to occupy active RAM memory. Could that be forcing more swap drive activity on the C drive? Paging file size says none. So automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Well, no, that's probably not, because all this means for none is that it's not actually using a paging file that is stored on the D drive. Anything you open from the D drive would be able to page out to the paging file on the C drive. Yeah, so no paging file. I mean, we could change this to system managed size so that there is a swap file on both drives. That feels to me like throwing darts at a dartboard, because I'm throwing darts at the side of a barn, really. Dartboard indicates a target. Now, if we change that back to automatically manage,
Read chat,
I
please.
think that means that it's going to be using a swap file in each drive. I don't know. Phil Stodd says none would probably mean that indexing is turned off on that drive. No, I don't think so. Indexing is a separate issue from paging. They are separate issues. All right. For lack of an immediate better idea, we'll go ahead and try that. Now that has changed total paging size for all drives up to 7,028. So that's a significantly higher number currently allocated. That boom shot right up to 7020 currently allocated by making that change. That's intriguing. How much RAM memory do you have, Greg?
32 gigs of G skill.
See, my recollection back in the day is the way we would calculate how large to make a swap file is we would match the memory, the size of the memory. But there's some holes to that idea. Greg M is saying if D drive is a rotating drive, it would disable paging file on that menu. Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a
Read chat,
crucial
please.
SSD.
Okay, it's SSD. And John Williams is asking me to read chat. What's that for? John Williams, last comment. He's watching our. I don't know that that's what he was trying to get me to look at. John Williams, are you trying to get me to look at this? I'm not watching your conversation. I'm kind of preoccupied. Tim's throwing some other darts. Okay, well, it is a SSD, so let's restart. And I've gotten lucky before. See you in a little bit, Greg.
All right, you want me to restart Zoom once it comes back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right. How are we doing on time? 19 minutes. Aye. When we looked at the disk activity, I did not, there is something that shows up there for indexing that I have seen on other computers. So I'm inclined to think that's not what's going on. Oh, torrent. I remember seeing torrent. Was there a BitTorrent on his computer? That's a file sharing program, isn't it?
Read chat, please.
All right. Moving mouse off screen. There's the hourglass. One of my other thoughts when I made reference to what is unusual about this computer, and then another option was uninstall and reinstall Zoom. I think you've already done. Is that right?
Yes.
And another one was to create a new user profile and only install Zoom. I'm suspecting you have not been down that road, right?
No, we never created a new profile.
Yeah, a new Windows user, I'm saying. That also is throwing darts into the wild. And I'm also of the understanding that you've done all kinds of Google searching and AI searches and done everything there. Is that right?
Yeah, we ran SFC scan now, and it repaired 3 drivers. And Brian looked them up.
Now, before the SFC, did you do the restore health
No.
method from DISM? All right. Well, that's something that needs to always be done, in my opinion, before Surface system file checker. And that SFC was one of the recommendations for this issue. Is that right? That came
That's
up.
what Brian suggested.
Oh, all right.
And the drivers were used by Zoom for audio and video.
Oh, the drivers that it repaired?
Yes.
Yeah, well, without doing the restore health first, it can be incorrect with its fixes. I'm going to find that. Let's see, what do I have? There.
You can close that Zoom join meeting. You don't need it.
Yeah, I was looking at a different screen. Get the right mouse, Doug. All right, so DISM, online cleanup image, restore health.
Read
Copy
chat,
that
please.
on Big Beast build, and I'll be able to paste it on Baby Beast into Greg's computer. Check on that read chat before I go there. Does Greg have a backup restore point prior to this issue started? Well, that's an interesting proposal. A good question.
I do a backup every month. I think it was on the 2nd. If you click on the AOIME icon on the desktop, it'll tell you when the backup was done.
Yeah, that's not what he's suggesting. What he's suggesting is a restore point to restore to prior, not a full image backup. So go to choose system restore point and see, and this has been a successful thing for me many times, but the answer is no. There's nothing here prior to February 1st. So this is just a system restore, which is your drivers, your Windows operating system configuration. It doesn't have anything to do with backing up data.
Okay.
So that is not an option, but that was a decent idea, John. All right, so then I've done, go ahead.
That Win Arno or AERO also said it's got something about the hourglass.
I did not understand what you were trying to say. That Win Arrow, do you try that again?
He's got the
Oh, Win Arrow, AERO.
Win Arrow, yeah.
Oh, and actually that gives me this restore health can take a long time for that to run. So I think, Greg, what I'd like to do is just leave that in this command prompt, and after we're done, if we don't have a solution, you can run that and then follow that with the SFC /scan now.
All right.
Now let's minimize that and come out here onto your desktop, and we'll store that on your desktop in case we lose that. We'll do a text document on your desktop. I'm going to minimize Zoom, and I guess I lost that text document. So let's do Alt D for, no, Windows D to minimize everything and get to the desktop. Oh, here's the new text document over on the right-hand side. I'll just call it I'll call it SFC. Such a Doug. And I'm just going to paste those commands in here so that you can grab them from here if you need them. And then paste them in.
I know the SFC's command.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in here to show it to the peoples. So this DISM does the restore health. It refreshes the files that SFC goes to check your computer against. It's going to repair against what files are in your system image. They can become obsolete and incorrect over time due to Windows updates and other things. So that's why that DISM restore health should always be done before SFC. Okay, so
Okay.
there's those. Now there's the that arrow. When arrow brought my thinking to this, advanced system settings. The advanced tab, go back into performance settings, and what we were looking at before was over here for virtual memory, but if we come over here to visual effects, okay, you're already set on custom, so you don't, by default Windows does best appearance, and that puts in a whole bunch of extra clutter. So you're
Correct.
showing thumbnails instead of icons and smooth edges of screen fonts. I don't think that's going to be in taking those off is going to help this issue. Now, when he was saying, making reference to Win Arrow in chat, or who no, that was Bill saying that, right?
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
They're recommending version 1.64.1 or higher.
Greg, when you said there it is right there, I didn't see what you were pointing to.
Right there.
Oh, that's,
The only thing I use it for is adjusting the icon size, the text under the icons, and a few other things.
all right. So that, and Bill, what were you saying about that?
They're saying if you see an hourglass or loading circle cursor, it usually indicates the system is trying to process a request possibly caused by a system modification made by a tweak.
Okay, can you show us where you're seeing that, or put a link in chat or
Let me
something?
share it.
Okay, so you're looking in One Arrow Tweaker, looks like their help or knowledge base.
No, it's the actual program.
Okay, One Arrow Tweaker. And in here somewhere you found something talking about,
There's this bottom set of paragraphs right here. Talk about hourglass.
you're saying right here, but I can't see what you're pointing at.
It's in Zoom.
Zoom.
Let me bring Zoom up. Oh, okay, there I got it. Oh, there it is. Let's see if if you're seeing an hourglass or loading circle cursor, it usually indicates that the system is trying to process a request. Yeah, that's what yeah, possibly caused by a system modification made by a tweak. If this happened after a Win Arrow tweak, it may be due to the aforementioned registry issues. All right. Greg, can we uninstall Win Arrow Tweaker?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's just like,
There's no blinking hourglass right now.
oh, but history indicates that if you restart your computer, it'll be back.
Probably so.
After some period of time, it seems to go away. Do you think that's consistent? That it goes away after you're in Zoom for a
Once
while?
in a while, it's done that 2 or 3 times after joining Zoom.
It's done that.
If I join Zoom and the blinking hourglass there and I exit Zoom, it doesn't appear in any other program. But if I minimize Zoom, go to my email or YouTube, it's there.
All right. The fact that it's not, the symptom isn't present right now, I don't think that means we've done anything to fix it, because of all the changes we've done, the problem has still been there after those changes. The fact that it's,
I'm on the latest version of WinArrow Tweaker.
yeah.
So I have an off the wall question.
All right.
Has Greg ever joined any other Zoom? And if so, does he have the same symptom with the blinking, whatever it is that blinks on someone else's Zoom?
Fair
On
question.
yours and Doug's?
Oh, it does do it on Doug's Zoom.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, thanks.
Now, but it's been a long time since you've joined my Zoom, hasn't it?
Yeah, quite a while. But Windows Arrow Tweaker's been on there a month or two after I built the PC, and I
Yeah.
didn't have it for years.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's not at fault, because with updates for it and updates for Windows and updates for your other programs, when does a conflict occur? But if,
I did adjust the system font style,
yeah,
but that shouldn't have any effect on the blinking cursor.
well, at this point, what should or shouldn't, I think, is not, that we can't reason this
Right.
out,
Read
because
chat,
all the
please.
reasoning has been, for naught. But you said that, you previously said that this has only been happening for a few weeks, yet now you just said that you have experienced it when joining my Zoom, which was a long time ago. So you have had this.
No, this today.
You haven't joined my Zoom. You're
I
not.
know.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in Ken's Zoom.
Yeah.
Right.
So you haven't tested with my Zoom. All right, but I'm more interested in uninstalling Arrow Tweaker as a potential, because even if you join my Zoom and the symptom is not present, what does that do for us? Maybe it's not you, it's Ken, which is always a
Daggone it, you beat me to that line,
I'm
Doug.
just gonna say, I'd like, that's never happened before.
Yeah, I get points for that, by the way. I heard you laugh.
all right.
Of course, my method is completely different. Find a spare SSD, reinstall Windows 11 from scratch, then start installing all these programs and see where it starts to happen. That's me. That's
Yeah.
kind of a nuke and pave operation without destroying the original drive.
Yeah, well, that's
Find
a
a spare SSD,
that's
install
a
Windows 11, and then start piling on these programs and find out where it starts happening.
that's a nuke and pave as a troubleshooting step, and I've done that too.
Read chat, please.
Each of the troubleshooting instances requires rejoining the chat. That last read chat from Moran: when Arrow Tweaker isn't running in the background, instead of removing it, undo the changes it made. Removing it won't reset the settings. Oh, that makes sense. So is there a way in WinArrow Tweaker just to turn off all the changes that have been made or undo them?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's a
Read
good
chat,
point.
please.
John Williams says, I think I have been shorted some points today too. I haven't really
Read
done
chat,
any.
please.
I haven't really done any add-on points because I got already too many
I
things
think
in my
if you
head.
go up to the top where it says recent changes, down below, right there.
Mm.
Suppose there's an undo app in the feature in the app. Just saying.
Say that again, Bill.
Suppose there's an undo feature in the app. And when
It says down at the bottom, tip, press Control plus R on the open tweak page to quickly revert it.
All right. Here are the tweaks you have recently applied. Double click on a tweak in the list to open it. Tip, press Control R on the open tweak page to quickly revert it. That sounds like we have to do each one individually. Now, if I single click, does that select it and then shift click to select a bunch of them? All right. And then if I right click, do I get a menu of things that I can do with all of this stuff? I'd kind of like to have is there a way to back up? Oh, export tweaks. Do you want us to export those before undoing them so you could easily import them all?
Yeah, if you could, please.
Read chat, please.
Export applied tweaks to a file. Yeah, and then you would just import the tweaks from that alternate option there to bring them back. All right. I expect that makes sense to you, correct, Greg?
Yeah.
Any requests for where to store that?
You could put it on the desktop.
All right. One arrow tweaker, that's showing us the date. How about calling that one arrow tweaks? Exported. Greg M., what you're saying about ChatGPT, I'm sure they've done that. Advanced disable hardware acceleration for receiving video, hardware acceleration for sending video, restart Zoom. Greg,
Yes.
That's been done, right? Yeah. They've been through all the searches. Tweaks exported. Okay. So back to recent changes. I'm going to try to right click on recent changes. Select all of these again, click on the first one, shift click on the last one, highlights them all.
Read chat, please.
Thing there for delete. And let's see, there's a read chat for Carrie and a read chat for Ran. Let's see what those are. Use reset feature. When arrow tweaker includes a reset all tweaks option in the file menu. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we want. And Ran Israel. What does Ran Israel want me to see? Within the app. Yeah, I did. Not sure what you were making me reference, Ran.
Read chat, please.
And Greg M. Also try turning off backgrounds in Zoom. I think they've been through that. Is that correct? Turning off, yeah, Greg has tried turning off his virtual background. Have you tried making everybody else turn off their virtual backgrounds?
No, I don't think we did that.
Yeah, I think that's just going too far now. Where are we at? I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the Win Arrow Tweaker.
Under actions, maybe? Or tools?
File menu is what Carrie was saying, I think. But I gotta get it back on screen over here. Here we go. File menu. No, it's not there. Reset all tweaks on actions. All right.
Read chat, please.
Ran Israel says his message isn't shown for some reason. Here are all the changes you made. Select the tweaks you want to reset to the default. So we just exported them all, so we'll just go do them all. Okay, I'm kind of expecting for those to disappear.
I would think so too.
Let's go back into actions, reset all tweaks. They're gone from here. So I think this is like a log of changes, but the change we just made now didn't show up in this alleged log. How about, is there a refresh for this screen? Go back to information, and then reset changes, recent changes.
Yeah, they're gone now.
Yeah, they're gone now. All right. Okay. Well, we're into overtime, so we're gonna call it a wrap if we don't have something good here. We could, since the symptom is not present at the moment, the only way we could conclude whether that was helpful at all is to restart the computer and see if the symptom is there, because it's not there right now. So I'm going to hit restart here and see you in a couple minutes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's a different restart button now. All right. Okay.
Read
Well,
chat, please.
Hopefully you get this. I feel bad because when you messaged me and I finally saw it, it was accurate at the time, but then he 10 minutes later says, it's back. So
Oh,
what can we do?
Yeah, that's the life. You gotta not be
Yeah.
quick to conclude something fixed or not fixed.
It says reset all tweaks, reverts all apps. All app made changes back to Windows defaults.
I think he's using Log Me In Rescue, John, if you can hear my voice.
Read chat, please.
Yeah, my remote software is Log Me In Rescue. He should have been able to hear you. Read chat from Greg M. Chat GPT on this issue, open settings video. It's okay. We've already answered that. That's already been done. They've been through all the searches. They've been working on this for weeks, multiple people. So you can let go of doing more AI searches. Okay. Get the right mouse. All right, when I move the mouse off of the Zoom window, I am not seeing the hourglass.
Same here.
So that implies that it might be fixed. Doesn't prove it until, for instance, you go back and import all those settings and the symptom comes back. And then reset and see that the symptom's not present. And then you could when you go to reset all settings, just unselect half of those checkboxes so that you're just resetting half of those. See if the problem is gone. And if so, then you know the problem is in that half of items. And then you can split that section in half, and you might track it down to one particular setting that is at fault in the arrow tweaker. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll let go of this for now, Greg, and be eager to hear back from you as to how that works out.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. I'm going to pop out of... Actually, no, I'll keep this. Can zoom on for a little bit and chat for a little while after I end the show. I'll go ahead and end the show. Oh, too many mice, too many screens. Good grief. I need therapy. Okay, so that'll do it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll see you next week. Have a great week. And button. Got to put that one back to the right
What?
screen.
We're not going to see you Monday? No Monday show? Oh, no.
You know what? I got to turn the whole Zoom off so they don't go out while the.
Oh, sure. I make a
Things
comment.
are-
You know what? I got to.
Okay. They are a part of.
That's all, folks.
Tune in. Today is a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team. For Windows support and more than you dream. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tune in, days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team. For Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply more deeply, VP, tech support.